Peace. Peace. Yeah, say it if you want it, you know. I just want to first thank Sam Chesnow. Where you at, Sam? Sam Chesnow, student leadership here at Seattle Central Community College for making the space available. Thank Eddie Moore, Dr. Eddie Moore with the Bush School Diversity Speaker Series. Thank the Emoja Fest Peace Center crew. Where you at? Stand up, stand up, stand up. Seattle Hip Hop Youth Council, stand up. You know, for all the heart, my brother Cochise, Preston, you know, everybody that helped make this happen. Darren, Peggy Wolf, you know, with the camera. And this has really been a beautiful turnout. We put this together like we couldn't meet. I mean, everything was happening. Inauguration was happening. You had other events. People sitting in and out of town, but we were able to put it together. A lot of people out here also helped, whether you told somebody, brought a caravan of people, or whatever. So give it up for yourselves one time. Yes, yes, and we really look at this as being the beginning of a longer partnership. I'm representing Emoja Fest Peace Center, Seattle Hip Hop Youth Council. What we do is replace negative culture of self-hate, ignorance, crime, violence, etc., with positive cultures, being productive, creative, and making a positive contribution to our community and world. That's what the Emoja Fest Peace Center is about, which is a project which has sprouted up in the environment where our real project, our real institution of higher learning, the African American Heritage Museum and Cultural Center, that's Coleman School, which is currently occupied by an urban league village and some apartments and a little side art gallery, when it's supposed to be for these type of events. Because right now we got Sam Chesnow on the phone trying to get us some overtime, because this is not a facility that we own and have the ultimate control over. So we're trying to work within the parameters. But the parameters may not meet the needs of our community, because right now our youth are dying. So we may need 3 hours to have the youth violence and hip hop in the club workshop, and we may need Supreme to speak for another 2 hours to give us the research that he's done around the nation about solutions that actually work versus those that sound good and make for good, you know, press conferences and picture opportunities during the election year. So this is what we have to constantly be working towards, is building institutions, spaces and places that are dedicated to bringing the best out of our community, cultivating the genius, the greatness, the beauty, and the harmony amongst us in our community. Because we don't have those institutions. Obviously, the institutions that are supposed to do that, like the public schools that are being closed down, et cetera, are not meeting those needs. And we don't know that in the short term, we can overhaul that whole system. But we know that we do have the ability to build alternative spaces in the meantime. And so I just wanted to give that intro and give that perspective that, you know, let this conversation just be the beginning of the work that has to be done, because things have to be built. Conversation is the first way we build and add on to our knowledge and understanding of things, but we then also have to do some physical work, or at least reach out to people that can do the physical work. So with that said, get the information about the Emoja Fest Peace Center. It's a project that integrates music, hip-hop, culture, business, technology, green living, and sustainable environmental stewardship all in one space. But it's not enough space, because we have meetings every Sunday, and you're all invited, but again, we're not going to all be able to fit into the space. Every Sunday at 4 o'clock, we have our general steering committees. Actually, tomorrow at 12 o'clock, we have a big work party where we come out, we cultivate the garden, we do the renovations that's needed. We want graffiti artists to come out, help beautify the space, if you know any. And we're actually, Imani, where you at, Imani? Imani is kind of taking the lead on putting together the curriculum, the hip-hop school curriculum. So you guys get with Imani. And we're about networking, because we know there's resources out there already. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. We just want to fill the spaces that exist and create and build the bridges to those resources.